Dial-up internet. Dial-up internet connects using a phone line, producing that screechy, robotic handshake sound before giving you painfully slow web access. It's like trying to drink a thick milkshake through a coffee straw, but it was revolutionary in its time, letting people log into AOL chat rooms and check email from home. Dial-up works by turning digital signals from your computer into analog audio signals that travel over copper telephone lines, then get reconverted on the other end by your internet service provider's modem bank. It maxes out at around 56 kilobits per second, meaning it could take several minutes to download a single low-quality image, and if someone picked up the landline while you were online, the connection would drop instantly. It forced you to choose between using the phone or using the internet, a concept unimaginable to today's broadband users. Despite its slowness, dial-up gave millions of people their first taste of the internet, letting them explore forums, early websites, and multiplayer games, shaping internet culture from the late 90s to the early 2000s. Even today, some extremely remote areas still use dial-up due to lack of infrastructure. DSL Internet. DSL digital subscriber line lets you get online using the same copper telephone lines as dial-up, but with a key difference. It can send digital data alongside voice calls without interrupting them. You could talk on the phone while browsing forums, watching flash animations, or playing RuneScape, all while your parents yelled about the phone bill. DSL splits frequencies on the line into separate channels for voice and data, which allows faster speeds, typically from 1 megabit per second to over 100 megabits per second, depending on the technology. But its speed drops the further you are from your provider's central office, which is why neighbors down the street might get double your download rates if they live closer to the exchange. DSL was one of the first forms of always-on internet, meaning you didn't need to dial in each time, which felt like a superpower back then. It's still in use in many homes where fiber or cable hasn't reached, providing a dependable, though aging, backbone for connectivity across urban and suburban areas. Cable internet. Cable internet leverages the coaxial cables originally designed for television, allowing faster speeds and better stability compared to DSL, while still using physical cabling infrastructure already in most homes. This setup allows internet data to ride alongside TV signals on different frequencies, so you can watch Cartoon Network while your sibling downloads anime from LimeWire. Cable internet often achieves speeds from 25 megabits per second to over 1 gigabit per second, depending on your plan and provider upgrades, making it solid for streaming, online gaming, and large downloads. However, cable internet shares bandwidth among nearby houses on the same node, so during peak times, like evenings when everyone's home, speeds can noticeably drop as neighbors collectively stress the bandwidth. Providers mitigate this using node splitting and network upgrades, but it remains a quirk of cable internet's architecture. Despite the potential slowdowns, cable internet remains one of the most widely used connections in urban and suburban environments, providing a reliable, fast internet backbone for millions of households. Fiber optic internet. Fiber optic internet transmits data using pulses of light through strands of glass or plastic fibers, reaching near light speed for data transmission. This means it's the fastest consumer internet available, capable of symmetric speeds like 1 gigabit per second download and upload, or even higher in some regions. Since data moves as light, fiber isn't affected by electromagnetic interference and doesn't lose signal quality over long distances the way copper cables do, making it highly reliable even during storms or in noisy electrical environments. Installing fiber involves laying entirely new infrastructure, which is expensive and time-consuming, so it's not available everywhere yet, especially in rural areas. However, where it's available, it transforms the user experience. Instant 4K video streaming, seamless video conferencing, cloud gaming, and large file transfers feel effortless. It's also future-proof, as the same fiber lines can handle much faster speeds simply by upgrading the equipment at each end, ensuring it will remain relevant for decades as internet demands continue to grow. Satellite internet. Satellite internet connects you to the web using satellites orbiting Earth, making it accessible in remote areas where cables can't reach, from mountain cabins to rural farms. A satellite dish on your home sends signals up to a satellite in geostationary orbit, which beams data back down to your internet provider's ground station, then routes it to the broader internet, and the process reverses to send data back to you. Traditional satellite internet can offer decent download speeds, but suffers from high latency, around 600 milliseconds or more, slower because signals must travel over 35,000 kilometers each way to the satellite. This makes online gaming and video calls laggy and frustrating. However, new low Earth orbit satellite networks like Starlink are dramatically reducing latency while providing faster speeds, around 50 to 150 megabits per second in many areas. Weather can still affect signal quality, with heavy rain or snow disrupting the connection. Despite the drawbacks, satellite internet is a lifeline for regions with no wired infrastructure, enabling education, telemedicine, and business in places otherwise cut off digitally.
Mobile data internet. Mobile data internet lets you access the internet through your smartphone or a portable hotspot using cellular networks like 4G LTE or the newer 5G. It's why you can watch YouTube shorts while waiting in line for bubble tea or scroll Reddit during your lunch break without Wi-Fi. Your phone connects to nearby cell towers that relay internet data through your mobile carrier's network, providing speeds that can rival or even surpass some home internet connections, especially with 5G's lower latency and higher bandwidth. Mobile data uses radio frequencies, which means coverage depends on how many towers are near you, and speeds can fluctuate depending on congestion, signal strength, and weather. Data plans often have caps or throttle speeds after certain usage thresholds, which can be a pain if you stream a lot or download large files. But it's this portability that makes mobile data so powerful, letting people work, study, and entertain themselves from nearly anywhere with cell coverage. And it's often the primary internet connection for many in developing regions where fixed broadband is scarce.
Fixed wireless internet. Fixed wireless internet uses radio signals to deliver internet to a fixed point, typically an antenna mounted on your home, connecting to a nearby tower that links to the internet backbone. It's like a middle ground between wired broadband and mobile data, providing home internet without the need for underground cables. The service typically offers speeds ranging from 10 megabits per second up to 200 megabits per second, depending on the provider and location, and it can be a game changer in rural or suburban areas where laying fiber or cable is too costly. Fixed wireless requires a clear line of sight to the tower, so large trees or hills can block the signal, and weather can sometimes affect performance, though modern systems use advanced signal processing to mitigate this. Unlike mobile data, fixed wireless connections are usually unlimited or come with high data caps, making them practical for streaming, gaming, and remote work. For many communities, it's the best or only option for getting broadband speeds without the infrastructure challenges of fiber or cable deployment.
Public Wi-Fi internet. Public Wi-Fi internet is the open, often free, wireless access you find in cafes, libraries, airports, and even on public transport, allowing you to get online without using your mobile data. These networks use standard Wi-Fi routers connected to a broadband line, providing shared access to anyone within range. While public Wi-Fi is incredibly convenient for checking emails, browsing, or streaming during a coffee break, it comes with security risks. Data sent over unsecured public networks can be intercepted by attackers using simple tools to capture your passwords or private information, which is why using a VPN is highly recommended. Speeds vary greatly depending on how many people are connected and the quality of the underlying internet connection, so during busy hours, streaming or large downloads might crawl. Despite the drawbacks, public Wi-Fi remains a crucial bridge for connectivity, allowing people to access online resources and stay connected without paying for mobile data, supporting students, travelers, and professionals worldwide. Mesh network internet. Mesh network internet uses multiple interconnected nodes to provide internet coverage across an area, with each node communicating with others to extend coverage seamlessly. Think of it like a network of lanterns lighting up a dark street, where each lantern not only shines but also helps pass the light to the next. Mesh networks are often used to improve Wi-Fi coverage inside homes, businesses, or even entire communities, reducing dead zones by dynamically routing data through the best available path. In some cases, mesh networks are used to provide community internet in areas where traditional infrastructure is lacking, with each participant contributing a node to build a collaborative internet grid. The system is resilient. If one node fails, data can reroute through others, maintaining connectivity. However, bandwidth can drop if many nodes are chained together or if the network isn't properly optimized. Mesh networks empower local communities to take control of their connectivity and create reliable internet environments without waiting for large ISPs to expand infrastructure. Intranet.
Intranet is a private, internal network used within organizations to securely share information, resources, and communication tools among employees. It's like having a miniature internet that's only accessible to authorized users, protected by firewalls and access controls. An intranet often hosts company documents, internal messaging platforms, HR portals, and collaborative tools, allowing employees to access resources quickly without exposure to the broader internet. Since it's isolated, intranets can operate faster than the public internet and can be customized heavily to meet an organization's workflow needs. For example, a hospital might use an intranet to manage patient records securely while enabling staff to communicate and access medical resources instantly. Intranets can connect globally across company branches using VPNs or leased lines, forming a secure bridge for multinational operations. While intranets don't replace internet connectivity for employees, they create a controlled digital environment where sensitive operations can be carried out safely and efficiently, forming the backbone of modern enterprise communication and resource sharing. Done watching? If you like this video, hit subscribe for more cool stuff.